SWB audio capture, not registered. SWB audio capture, not registered. SWB audio capture, not registered.
minutes before we get started. So I'm going to give it to 6:10 for people to join, and we're going to get this ball up and rolling. Okay, so 6:10 is new time.
SWB audio capture, not registered. SWB audio capture, not registered.
Okay, hey, thanks for joining me tonight. So some pretty big news. It's Shadow of the Wicked book release day today, and I can be more proud of myself for accomplishing this and getting this book out on Amazon and other platforms. So thank you everyone for sharing, reviewing, commenting, and doing all that. So tonight I just want to wait. I just kind of want to wait till more people get on, because I did do a lot of the giveaway. A lot of people were involved, and I just want to make sure everyone's kind of watching and participating in this book release date. The day tonight. It's kind of cool. It's been quite stressful, but we're here. We're here tonight. it's all sorted. There was a bit of a lag. I was meant to start at 6 o'clock, but because of technicality issues, we're up and rolling. And yeah, so welcome. Say hello in the chat. Gonna run through a few of the things what's going to be happening. I would like some more people to be watching, but that's okay. I can wait. And yeah, so whoever comes on, just say hey. I'm going to be here for a while. As you can see, I've set up a display of my books that's ready to purchase now. So yeah, you can go on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description after I finish the live stream. And yeah, so thanks for coming. Say hey in the chat, and hope to see more people on here, because I want to give away. I got this huge giveaway of $50 for Amazon for both Facebook and Instagram. So I want people that could potentially be on here. Yeah, so I might wait till 1:15. Yeah, if whoever's watching, chuck a question in the chat, and I'll run through a few of the things that's going to be happening tonight on this live show, the release date. So there was a few things that happened tonight, kind of a little bit frustrating, but yeah, it's just not giving myself enough time to stream and make sure everything is running smoothly. I left it down to the last minute. I guess that's kind of in my genes to do that. I do that a fair bit, and do that. My family does that a fair bit too. So yeah, I left it down to the last minute and started a bit late. I've just shared the link on my Facebook and my Instagram, so hopefully people start to see that new link come through and they can click it and join, because I don't want people to miss out in case they won, or if they want to hear the process of me writing this book, or if they just want to say hello and ask what inspired about this book, this writing. So I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes, and then we'll go ahead with what's going to be happening tonight. I know live streams usually do take a while for people to get a part of it, but that's the nature of it. And I guess the start's always kind of the boring bit, where it's just running through the schedule of what's going to happen tonight. So a lot of people do miss out on that, and they jump straight into the middle of the stream of what's happening. Yeah, so Shadow of the Wicked, it's available for people to buy on Amazon, ebook for Apple, Barnes and Noble, and all your normal platforms that you do read. So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. I've done a lot of work behind this. This has been a big accomplishment to self-publish. I've learned a lot about the process of writing. I've learned a lot about the process of marketing and publishing it. Hence why I'm doing this live stream, because this is one of the things that I did see to do with the release date, to do live stuff like this and get a community talking and involved. So I want to make sure everyone can kind of take bits and pieces from tonight and win stuff, get free books. I want to give out books, like I mentioned in my video today on my Instagram, that I want to give away these books because I want people to be involved. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the passion of writing and reading and getting across stories. So yeah, money is also something that does help pay the bills, but I don't expect this to pay the bills. This is just a story I wrote a few years ago, and I just wanted to polish it up and put it out in the public as a short story. But it's actually not a short story, but a short book, but it's actually kind of going to evolve into something a lot bigger. So I'm pretty excited with what's to come with this project in this world, and yeah, I'm happy for people to be a part of it and purchase it and read it. As you saw, if you haven't seen on my Instagram, I've been getting a lot of reviews coming through, and on average it's sitting about 4-star, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Sorry about this baby in the background. He kind of wants to come in and say hello, but it's his bedtime. So, it's 6:16. I'm going to run through with what's happening tonight. I'll go run through the schedule, and yeah, I'll get into it. So, as I mentioned in the description, there is going to be a live reading of the first chapter. There's going to be a chance for people to ask me questions and answers, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And then lastly, I'm going to be doing what everyone's kind of been waiting for. It's that giveaway. So I'm going to do the Facebook first, and then the Instagram. There was a lot of people that entered in the Instagram compared to the Facebook. So, which I kind of wanted to do anyway, because I was kind of pushing that, I guess, marketing strategy towards Instagram more than Facebook. But people created an event on Facebook, and people were obviously participating on that, and I was more than happy to just keep that giveaway going for Facebook, because like I said before, I want people to read my book and be a part of this community. This book that I've launched today, I want just people to read it and see what I've been doing on my late nights and early mornings, what I've been working on around my day job. So, and a lot of people don't know that I write. So, and this is definitely an insight into what I've been doing. So, So if you're joining now, just say hey in the chat. If you've got a question about writing, if any friends that have joined, say hey. Love to have you. Just chuck anything in the chat, because I want to obviously participate in this small community I'm trying to build around my author career. So, like I said before, the first part of this event tonight, I'm going to be doing a live reading of the chapter. Then I'll answer questions if people do have anything about my writing process, and lastly, do the giveaways. So I've got a random generator on Excel. I don't know if anyone's seen it before, but it's I wanted to do it as fair as possible, and I just kind of Googled random generators with names, and I found this tool on Excel. It's actually quite easy to do. So I'll be doing that, and you'll see that later on when I go to do it. But for now, you know what? I'm just gonna have a glass of wine, because it's my release date. I think I deserve it. I've done a lot of work behind this, and I think I deserve it. And if you're sitting and watching this, maybe grab your closest drink and give us a cheers. And thank you to those that participated and wrote reviews, or even just join the event. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy Shadow of the Wicked. I'll be starting the first chapter very shortly. I might do it in a couple of minutes. Thanks Justin. I deserve a glass for sure. It's been something I've been working on for a while, so even if you have a cup of tea, whatever time of the day it is for wherever you are, put the kettle on, have a tea, have a wine, beer, anything you wish to drink, and join me. So like I was saying, I'm going to do the live reading, and I've got my little display here, which I know they're just the proof copies, but the reason with proof copies is just to make sure that everything's right in them, and I have done it a few times, and now that Amazon does have a printer in Australia, which is pretty new. There wasn't a printer in Amazon so I think it was like mid-May, they opened one, and now authors can get proof copies. Thanks, Sage Miller. Cheers. Now all self-published authors can do can get these proof copies and at cost price, at printing price, and make sure that everything in it looks nice and clean. And in one of my last videos I talked about the gloss and matte, so I'm just going to use one of these because I didn't really change much with the actual story in itself. It was more with the formatting and making sure it all looked nice and presentable for when people did buy the paperback version. So as you can see, I've got the gloss and the matte. I went for the matte choice because I feel like the feel is actually a lot more real to what a book should feel like, where it doesn't feel like the plastic. And I know they last longer and they're a lot more durable, but matte is good. Matte's probably the best. And I didn't realise that a lot of fantasy books are actually in matte styles, matte finish. So, and when I say matte, it's M-A-T-T-E, not matte as in Matthew. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to have a couple sips of wine while I'm doing this because, like Justin said, I deserve it. It's been a long slog, even though it's only 110 pages. It's something that's taken quite a while. I've learned a lot about the whole process of it. So, cheers, and this is going to be the first chapter of Shadow of the Wicked by yours truly, Douglas W.T. Smith. And as you see, so I'll do a bit of a display, something that I kind of done with a lot of my day job, reading to kids. So I'm going to do it like this for the first couple of pages. As you can see, the book, copyright. I grabbed the wrong book because that's one of the proof copies. Of course, you know, I've got to know which ones. Yeah. Yeah. So, copyright. The acknowledgements. Should I read the acknowledgements for the people who are watching? Should I say yes or something in the... I can start reading that as well. So if you want to read the acknowledgements, I will. Just do a thumbs up or something in the chat and I will read it before I start reading the actual book. Oh, if you're wondering what I'm drinking a nice the Orange Tree Shiraz from southeastern Australia. It's actually quite nice. Might have to get another bottle of it. And look, no one commented on if I should read it or not, so I'm going to read it anyway. Yes, okay. So, acknowledgements. I want to thank all my beta readers for taking the time and making the effort to not just read my draft book, but send detailed comments and feedback. Just go right to the story. Too bad, I've already started it. This book is far better thanks to you. I personally want to thank my wife. She was the one who had to put up with me, that she did with love, patience and encouragement instead of strangling me. She is my best friend. Every day, even if we had an argument, I am genuinely amazed and I get to spend my life with her. I try to let her know how much I appreciate her as often as I can. This is me letting you know too. You have this book because of her. Okay, so that's acknowledgements. Here's the map. First little quote. The bond of brothers is stronger than any forged metal in the world, bound together by blood, and nothing can break it. First chapter, Jeremy. The fireplace crackled and radiated an ominous ambience in the room. Jeremy's closest comrades sat at the round table in front of him. He stood over a map of the three kingdoms with a candle in his hand. Shadows danced across the parchment from the flickering flame, and the 3 pints of ale weighed it down around the edge. I need a message delivered, Jeremy stared at his comrades. Shaden and Cato sat next to him, glancing at the map. Is that why you called us over here? Shaden asked. His husky voice tried to whisper, in case anyone was listening outside his home. His long brown hair tied into a top knot, and the leather armour reflected the obscure oranges and yellows from the candle in the room. Jeremy nodded, brushing his wispy hair off his face. I thought you looked paler than you usually do, Kadir commented, grabbing his pint and taking a sip out of it. The froth hung to his short beard, imitating his curly blonde hair. Where does it need to be taken? Does Talmage know? Caddy leaned over the table. Jeremy shook his head. I can't trust him. He's your twin. You should trust him, Shaden assured him. Jeremy placed the candle on the table and cleared his throat. He looked over his shoulders down the hallway to see if his wife could hear him. She was out of earshot. You know we haven't spoken for years, and I don't know who he could tell. Then there's your answer, Shaden grabbed his pint, his hand enclosed by a gauntlet. If it's too important for anyone else to know, you can't trust us either. We don't mind telling a few tales after a few of these. He winked at Jeremy and took a sip. I know you two won't tell the wrong person. Jeremy glanced at the other comrade. I can trust both of you. Kadir, you saved my life countless times from our enemy, and what has Tal done for me? It's not that I've forgotten who saved whose life, but I feel caught between you and Talmage, Kadir admitted. He needs to be a part of our order, or I'm not your messenger bird anymore. He took a sip from his ale and wiped the froth off his beard. You call a brother in arms, but where is your brother? Shaden stepped around Kadir and grabbed Jeremy's shoulder. Don't listen to him. We'll fight by each other's sides until the day we die, whether we're killed by delivering messages or those wicked sorcerers. He faced Kadir. It's what we signed up for when he first asked us, all those years ago. Kadir, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Jeremy. Shaden glared at him. So shut your mouth and let him speak. Keep it down. Zyla might be listening to us. Jeremy hushed him. This message needs to be delivered at haste. You can trust us, Shaden said. Kadir sighed and nodded. When do you want us to leave? I'll meet you in 2 days' time in Tarnsby, but you need to leave at first light. Jeremy smirked. A cold breeze slammed the front door. Jeremy glanced at it, lifting his head from the round table. He had been staring at the map since his comrades left. Jeremy studied the villages and wondered if his plan to cross the Cleve unnoticed and reach the other kingdoms would come to fruition. He left the dining room and crept to the front door. It's just the wind, his wife appeared. Her curly reddish-brown hair swayed behind her. She opened it and looked out the front of their home. See, there's nothing. What do you think you're doing? Jeremy rushed and slammed the door shut. You don't know what or who is out there. What could be out there? She asked, narrowing her dark eyes at him. There are things you couldn't imagine. Jeremy inflated his chest, returning a deep glare with his icy blue eyes. We live in the inner wall of Valinor. Nothing like that would ever happen here. Kadir and Shaden must have left it open. Jeremy rubbed his wispy beard. Possibly, but sorcerers and shapeshifters could easily sneak in the shadows. It's only a matter of time before they do, and before he does. Who's he? Zyla asked with a high-pitched voice. Jeremy rubbed the purple scar stretching down his arm. You know who I'm talking about. The person that killed my parents and gave me this scar. Zyla placed a hand on his shoulder at his sleeve, staring at the scar in the candlelight. Did you know you share the same scar with Talmage? Unfortunately, it's one of the things we share. You know Pius will never come for us, said Zyla, letting go of his shoulder. He's out there, and no one will ever be safe until he's dead. We're safe now, though. For now, Jeremy thought, as she disappeared out of his sight. He hovered the flickering light over the west coast of Valinor on the map, and lowered it to Tarnsby. A red cross marked over it, as several other places had across Esterford. Jeremy let out a deep sigh and lifted his head. Before him, above the fireplace, an ancient sword glistened in the flickering light. It was passed down from the Emperor and had watched over the dining space. He had received it for his years of honorary duty as the Knight Commander of the Empire Order, and none of his family were there for him. He clenched his fist and faced his wife. Her long curly hair hung in front of her as she entered and studied the map. Her tawny brown skin sparkled as if she had just bathed. Zyla entered the room. Have you heard from Talmage? No, I haven't. Jeremy resumed looking at the map spread across the table. She thumped her hand onto the map. Have you tried to contact him? Jeremy shook his head and cleared his throat. Why not? He straightened his back and glanced at his wife. He stood a foot taller than her and doubled her width. Don't act surprised. When did you last speak to him? She inflated her chest. Jeremy embraced another argument. Now that their guests were gone, the truth of their relationship would resume. I don't know, he snapped back. Every time you invite your companions over, you never invite your brother. Her voice grew louder. Her veins throbbed in her neck and her eyes narrowed in the soft light. When was the last time you spoke to him? She demanded him to answer. His lips were dry. I need a drink. So do I. You gave up on that, just like your brother. Zyla inflated her chest and defended Talmage. You don't know how hard it is not to drink when you're pestering me. Jeremy dismissed her comments. Then answer the question. It was at Augustine's burial. That was 2 years ago. I tried to contact him after. Jeremy couldn't contain his anger. He never returned any of my letters. Before that, he'd become someone other than my brother. I couldn't be around him anymore. If anything, I made the greatest choice to stay out of his life. Our young brotherly bond had faded with our age. Zyla took deep breaths and closed her eyes. Finally, she said with a calm tone, Did you know Bethany took her own life? Who told you that? Jeremy asked. His mood instantly shifted. Talmage. Zyla turned and left the room. Questions rushed through his thoughts. He wanted to ask all of them at the same time. Had she been talking to him? Where did she see him? But instead, he chased after her and grabbed her shoulder. Why didn't you tell me this? You don't care about anyone but yourself. When did this happen? 2 months ago, Zyla said, shrugging his hand off her. I'm going to find him. A sense of urgency ran through Jeremy to find his brother. It was true. He hadn't spoken to his brother for years, but he felt guilty and ashamed for not being there for when his wife had died. Maybe something happened to her. As he grabbed his sword and slid on his armor, and he remembered Bethany wasn't at Augustine's burial. A more profound feeling of remorse and shame pressed on him as he concealed his body with a long woolen cloak. You haven't cared about him, and now all of a sudden you choose to find him? Zyla chased after him. You wouldn't understand, Jeremy muttered. Do you think he'll forgive you? Jeremy stopped. After all this time we've been apart, would he? Would he forget our quarrels? You don't know where he is. Zyla rushed to the door and stood before him, blocking his way. I have a faint clue where he'll be. I know where I'd be if I didn't give up drinking. You can't just leave me here alone. What about the sorcerers and shapeshifters, like you said? Jeremy adjusted the cloak over his head. If someone comes here, use the sword above the fireplace. But you should be safe. We live in the inner wall. Nothing like that will ever happen. He smirked at her and ran outside. The thick rain droplets thud onto his cloak. He ran across the puddled stone path. The street was empty and the night was loud. He turned and saw Zyla standing at the front door of their home. Candlelights flickered on their window of their second level. She must have left one up there, but he didn't remember her going upstairs all night. He shrugged the thought and made haste for his brother. The stacked houses clasped the shadows, hiding the contents of the narrow alleyways. Jeremy held the pommel of his sword. An icy shiver ran down his spine. He could feel people watching him from between the buildings. He picked up his pace. There's only one place Tao would be, he thought. He distracted the unknown with his task. He had always put his tasks and objectives above all. In his line of work, he knew emotions could never hinder his goal. It was one of the rules of his order. Never let emotions cloud your sense of judgment. Jeremy peered out of the corner of his eye. He caught a glance of a boot tucked in the shadow of a wall as a flash of lightning lit the sky. Jeremy ran in the downpour. Gusts of wind swirled in the streets as he paced down the cobbled stone roads. The taste of fresh, cool water filtered from his hood as he came around the street corner to face the Amalgamate, a tavern that linked through the city wall. He spun around, and 3 cloaked figures stood before him. If you can't be stealth in this weather, you'll be more useful dead. The cloaked man that stood in the middle held out his hand. Sparks of lightning shot out from his fist, flying past Jeremy's cheek, slicing it open. Steam rose in the crispy night from his wound. Things are more interesting now. I don't think you know who I am. Jeremy smiled at them, even though they wouldn't be able to see his facial features. I'm the man that has been eliminating magic users like you 3 for a very long time. I'm the night shadow that makes sure the new day will be welcomed with a bright light. Our world will be a better place once you're gone. The tallest dark figure stepped forward. You're missing something, old man. His shrill voice whispered in the rain. What's that, you vile piece of shit? There are 6 of us. Jeremy's heart dropped. He spun around and caught a glance of an iron staff smacking him to the ground. After all these years of studying and training, his heightened senses had failed him. His vision faded as black boots splashed in the puddles close to him. The blurred face crept down in front of his. "We finally meet, Jeremy." Alright, so that's the end of the first chapter. Wasn't that long. It was only 4 or 5 pages. Thank you for listening, and it's good to see some more people on here. And I'm gonna just top up my red wine. If you have any thoughts or comments on the first chapter, chuck them in the chat, and I'll address them as best as I can. If you have any questions about the process of writing or anything, just put it in, because at the moment I don't really have any questions that people have asked me. It's kind of been a bit dry in the chat box. I've put out my feelers in the events and Facebook and Instagram for people to send me questions about the writing process, but not that many people got back to me, because I don't know why. But there was a lot of opportunities for people to get free copies of this ebook. If you have a question about the writing practice, put it in, and I will send free ebook copies of the book. So chuck in a few comments, questions, and great first chapter. I think you meant to say can't, not can wait to read the book, but thank you. So I guess that no one's really. I don't know who's watching and waiting for the giveaway, because I do have it ready to give it away. I got a $50 Amazon gift card for the people that participate on Instagram, and $50. Good to hear, mate. Also enjoying with a glass of red. Good. And thanks, Lone Dingo. Appreciate it. Cheers. I'm not sure if you're in the business of writing, but a couple of reds definitely help along the process, and especially on release dates like tonight for me. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, so I was talking about the Instagram and the Facebook giveaway. Have a lot of people were commenting and participating on Instagram, because that's the target I was going for. I have seen a few other companies and businesses do giveaways on Instagram where they make sure you tag friends and like the post and all that, and I just wanted to give it a go, because it's a great organic way for people to start talking about your product that you're trying to sell. And in my case, it was my book, and I had a lot of people participating. I think there was over 80 entries for the Instagram, and because I was pushing the Instagram one on Facebook, there wasn't as many. There was only 20, but that's okay, because I still people were participating in the giveaway. And if you weren't part of the giveaway, what you're missing out on, because it has finished up now, what you're missing out on was a chance to win a $50 gift card on Amazon, and plus a free physical book. That's for first place, and then second and third were just free copies of my ebook. So excuse me. So that was the same for both platforms. So what I'm going to do now is, because I don't have any questions, I was willing to give away ebooks for people to ask and talk about writing, but that's okay. I haven't had many bites on that. I will get into the giveaway share. So now I'm kind of sharing my screen where what I've done. So I've used Excel to do this random generator, but as you can see, I've got the random name from Facebook giveaway and then random name from the Instagram giveaway. So to just here is a Facebook giveaway. So there wasn't that many people. There was only, like I said, there was 18. Whereas Instagram, there was quite a few. I'll see. There was quite a lot of people, and it was good to see. It's good to see that over 80 entries were participating, and that's why I pushed it on Instagram, because I feel like there are a lot of businesses do that more on Instagram rather than Facebook. So what I'm going to show you is that I'm trying to be as least biased as possible. So if you can see up the top, there's the code up the very top, and that's just the column. So B column is going to be the Facebook giveaway, and it's random between 1 and so it's actually going to be 119. So I need to change that, because I want this to be as fair as possible and give everyone a chance to possibly to win without my biased opinion or anything. So, and then that's what I've done for Instagram. But see, a lot more people have done it, more than 78. So I need to change that as well, which is going to be now down to 82. 82. 82. So that should adjust to, let's see if that, no, it doesn't. So that's weird that it doesn't do that. So what I'll do is I'll fix that up. So then the last three, sorry, just bear with me. I'm just trying to work this out. Pretty sure that'll be 84. Okay, so sorry if this is painful to watch, but that should now, so that now that's got everyone in that giveaway, and everyone should be in this giveaway as well. Okay, so the way it works is I have to just click this button up the top here, as you can see, calculate now, and that will generate a random winner. So it doesn't matter, see, even if I've got so for example in the Instagram I've got Grim Dark Chills in 4, 5 and 6. It doesn't matter about that, because it's just a random between that. It doesn't matter what order that I've put you in. There's no biased decisions in encouraging the winner. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover that up for a second, just while I put the codes in, because when I put the code into the column below it, it will automatically just do it bang straight away, and that's not going to be the winner. I want it to be when I click the calculate now. So when I click the calculate now, it's going to go. I'm just thinking how I can do this, because it does it automatically. I just want to, what I'll do is, okay, I'll do it like that. Okay, so now it's blank. Okay, so when I post so I'm doing the Facebook first, and then the Instagram. So I'm going to do the first three, and I'll write down the winners in the column underneath it. So then I can contact those three people, being the whatever prize it is they won. So best of luck to everyone that participated. So here we go. As soon as I posted it into the code, it's going to actually give me a random name. Oh, no, not until I click. Not until I click calculate now. So Carl Jones. Awesome, Carl Jones. So you actually just won the first, so I should have done the other way around. I'll do it for the Instagram. But for you won first prize, Carl Jones. Good on you, mate. I will send you a message, and we'll go from there, mate. Good job, mate. First prize. And for second and third, I'm going to do again. So calculate now. Oh wait, oh no, wait. Why isn't that working? Oh, because it did that. Okay, so I have to paste that back in. So sorry, Carl Jones. So you cannot actually win second or third. So if it does come up with your name, I'm going to have to press calculate again. Okay, so just to clarify that. And the London is Ben Archer. Cheers, mate. Where's your name in this? You should have chucked your name in it. Anyway, your mum did, so. Alright, so here's for second prize. Vicky Archer. Alright, so Vicky, you got second place. So you're gonna get a free copy of the ebook. So I'll contact you and get your details to send you a copy of it. And now, it does that. So okay, for third prize and Jade Smith. So third prize. And as you can see, it wasn't biased. It was all random. And thank you for everyone that participated in Facebook. I know a couple of people did a couple of times, but you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. And yeah, best of luck next giveaway that I do for my next book. Thank you. I'll contact those three. You can't see it, so what I've been doing is I've been writing first, second and third. So now we're going into Instagram. So you see there was a lot of Instagram entries. So let's get into it. Let's get into this. Actually, you know what I might do? I might have a glass of red wine. So I'm just going to delete that one. Okay. So okay. So what I've done is I have put it in, there we are. I'm going to have a sip of red wine. So this is actually going to be for third prize. Okay, so I'm working up towards first prize for Instagram. So third prize is a free ebook. So here we go. Alright, so you can see it. I'm going to press calculate now. And best of luck to all the people that participate in the Instagram giveaway. So Gabby Reads 247. See, I'm going to be sending you a free copy of Shadow of the Wicked. Thank you so much for participating. I'll contact you after this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that and put it down there for third prize. Third prize, Gabby. Okay, now for second. Oh no. Oops. Oh no. Oh no, I lost the code. That's okay. So what I'll do is, it was, oh crap. There we are. Okay, so now this is going to be for second prize. So you can see it's incorporating everyone, so no one's missing out. It's all fair and random. So for second prize, it's going to be, drum roll, Thomas.TJK. Awesome. So I'm going to be sending you a free copy of The Shadow of the Wicked. Thank you for participating, and I will contact you after it. And now so like I said in the Facebook, if it chooses either Thomas or Gabby, again, if they've made more than one entry, which I can see that both of them have, So I'll have to do a recount because I can't have the same person winning first and third, or first and second. Okay, so another drum roll for first place for Instagram is Oman Publishing. So I'm going to be contacting you, and you're going to be receiving a $50 gift card for Amazon. Thank you for everyone that's participated in it. I know those people that participated a lot. They did a lot of comments, a lot of sharing, which I'm super happy and grateful for, because it's like I was mentioning before, it's trying to build this community within my release of the book, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that's participated. And I'm actually just gonna write this second. Oh. That was Thomas. Oh. So Thomas got second, and Gabby got third. So I'm going to be contacting you either on Instagram, or it'll be on Instagram. I'll contact you because the giveaway was on that. And like I said, I'm sorry that everyone didn't win. I really wish I did, actually. And you know what? I'm gonna do 5 more giveaways I'm just gonna give away books now. So I'm gonna do 3 more giveaways for the next 3 people for Instagram for participating, because I really appreciate how many people shared, commented on the post. So thank you, and I'm just gonna do it now. So make sure you don't switch off yet, because you could still win. You can still win a free copy of Shadow of the Wicked. So here's number 1 for a free book of The Shadow of the Wicked. Queen of Reading. Awesome. Thank you, and I appreciate you being a part of it, and I'm gonna write this down. So that's number 1. So the Queen. So number 2, Alamantic Reader. You're getting another one. You're getting a free copy of Shadow of the Wicked. Thank you. And third but not least, let's get. Oh no, I want this one. Third but not least, GL Reads. So there you have it. And I'm gonna do a couple more for Facebook, because it's gonna just be a bit different. B19, comma, and then it's gonna be 1 and 19. Okay, so I'm going to give 3 more giveaways for ebook on the Facebook giveaway. So Wool, thank you. Oh, what happened then? Did not mean to do that. Some reason just shut down, but that's okay. I'm going to have to do that again. That's annoying. B2 to B19. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. B19, and that's 19. So I'm giving you this person's going to be getting another free copy. So I've got the first one was Will, and then Dean. And thirdly, oh no, I just did Dean. And last one, Will, already had one. So here's another one. and Yin Yang Lad. So, what a name. Yin Yang Lad, Will, and Dean. Awesome. And like I was saying before, thank you so much for everyone participating. I truly appreciate it all. I'm going to post the links for Amazon, for the paperback and Kindle version in the comments once I've finished this stream. And yeah, thank you for everyone that participated on the giveaway post and even chucked a few little comments in there. And I hope you enjoy. Remember, if you do buy the book, make sure you read. Leave a review on Goodreads and Amazon, because that really helps self-published authors and small authors trying to build their career, and it really goes a long way for people outside, so people that weren't a part of this release date and the giveaways, and that they can see that potentially Shadow of the Wicked has a few ratings and buy it instead of not having anything, because those reviews do go a long way. And yeah, so I want to say thank you to everyone that showed up, that was watching, even though if they didn't say hello. And thank you for everyone that participated in the post. I'll contact the people, the winners. And yeah, thank you. And enjoy Shadow of the Wicked. And I look forward to reading your reviews. See you next time. And cheers for the night. And thank you.